I spent $1,000 in Ethereum to play this game, Axie Infinity, the most popular play to earn game in the world. How in the world can someone justify spending $1,000 to play the game? If you can make a lot of money playing a game like this, $1,000 may not seem like a big investment. I bought a graphics card a little while back to mine cryptocurrency, which netted me much more than I paid for it. I paid almost $1,000 for that. This is a lot more fun than a graphics card. So I wanted to document my experience getting into Axie Infinity, you guys. There's been news articles and stuff about how people in third world countries have been making livings and earning more than they've ever done in the jobs available in their own countries. And it was a fascinating concept for me to get into, and I've finally taken the steps that I could do that to kind of document my experience and show you how the game works. So this is the first game that I ever played in Axie Infinity. I saved it just for you. I hope you feel special. We're gonna go into adventure modes. You can earn SLP, which are small love potions, and you also earn experience. The higher the level your Axies, the more SLP you can earn, and that's really how you play to earn in this game. So we're gonna start off with the first level here. I built my team. There's a bunch of dynamics that go along with the team, but essentially you want to build a team composition that will allow you to, I don't know, kind of have fun and be competitive at the same time. There's a bunch of different builds and a bunch of different strategies, and honestly, I could have spent less than $1,000 to get into this game, but I wanted to spend enough to get the team that I wanted and the ability to breed my Axies. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. I have my team here, which is essentially a bird Axie, a beast Axie, and a plant Axie. The plant Axe kind of like a tank, the beast Axe kind of like a midliner, DPS and off tank, and the bird is straight up glass cannon. So I hope I got that right. I named my team OGZ, or the OGs, we could say, and we're ready to fight. Let's just start here. All right, so this is my lineup. I'm in the adventure mode, so I don't really have a time limit. If we would be playing PvP, there would be another team of Axies across from me, and they would be just like me, and it wouldn't be an AI, it would be another person. They'd probably be a lot more skilled than me since it's my first time. But you have a set of cards that you can play corresponding to each one of your Axies. I'm making sure that I'm not in the way here. I shouldn't be covering anything up with my face cam. You have some energy and the total cards in your deck that are left. So what you want to do naturally is destroy the other team. It's fairly simple. Now you see the round, or which order you go in for the round. These are determined from the speed that your Axies have. So right now my bird, which is the backliner, is the fastest that I have. And there's a number of things that you can do when you go to strategize killing your opponent. Now, because I'm not real familiar with the game, I'm just gonna kind of get into some stuff. I know that my beast Axie, there's only one card available that came with the shuffle. These are completely random, and you naturally want to use different cards in combination to do more damage. Because I know that I need more of the beast cards to really be effective, I'm gonna start off by using my bird cards. Now, I have some cards that allow me to hit the back line and do a lot of damage. I think what I'm gonna do is just use my 2 all-out shots, and I think I'm gonna use my wooden stab, deal 120% damage if this shield Axie breaks. So they're gonna try to do damage to me, and what I want to do is create a shield. So if they break my shield, then I'm gonna do extra damage to them. All right, now I have 3 left. I'm gonna use, oh man, I have a bunch of cards available, but what you don't use in this round will carry over to the next, and you generate 2 energy every round. So I'm gonna go ahead and just end my turn, and it's going to pretty much play all the cards. So my bird Axie is going to attack. Oh my gosh, it's so hard, man. That's really, really cool. So one Axie, well, one blob down, one slime down or whatever. They didn't even break my shield yet, but they just did. There we go. And you can see that they did a little bit of a debuff on me, and I have a speed down, But I did get some another beast card, which I can use to do a crit. I can heal my plant Axie right here too. And I could do another vegetable bite. I have 5 energy to use, which means I could use all the cards here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to try to finish out the opposing team. So they're going to deal everything up. My bird Axie is going to come out and do some damage. My bird Axie took some damage last time because the ability that I use actually hurts me. But this is supposed to, you can see that I healed most things. This, I guess you could say this quest or the NPC challenge, the adventure mode is not really designed to be too difficult, but it does scale. So the next level will be harder and so on and so forth. So we have plenty of energy. We can use all of our cards here, and we're gonna be able to finish this guy off no problem. There's my nut throw, and I did a very, very simple victory, as it should be for the very, very first quest in the game. So it shows how I got experience for all of my team members, and I got my reward, the small love potion. So the small love potions, if I remember correctly, they go for around 14 cents a piece right now, and that it's a cryptocurrency, right? So it fluctuates in value depending on how many people are using them, selling them, buying all sorts of stuff. And now I have the ability to go into the second quest, but we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to show you a little bit about my team and how I bought them. So my first and biggest source of information was my Discord. I have a few people that play Axie Infinity in my Discord, and they gave me so much information and a bunch of sources to actually look it up for myself. One of the websites I used is Axie Zone. They have a bunch of great tools here, like a breeding simulator, Axie builds. You can even look at the leaderboards of what the people in the high elo ranks are doing and what type of team compositions they are. And I use that for a bunch of things. You can see what the maximum stats are for some of these builds that you might be going for, the type of combinations that work really, really well in Axie for the specific builds, and of course a tier card list, making you aware of what the higher power skills are and what you might look for in combinations. Purity and all that stuff really, really matters if you're looking into breeding, but honestly, it comes down to the stats and the cards that you want to use in order to effectively strategize against your opponent's strategies or whatever the meta may be. But my Discord, guys, I'm telling you, these guys helped me out so much, and they're always giving me information. If you want to join a bunch of like-minded individuals on the Play to Earn community, Axie Infinity, as well as a bunch of other games that I've done some videos for, and more, we got a lovely Discord that I would love you to be a part of. Make sure to check the links in the description below, or just follow the link that's on the screen now. It's discord.gg/Zuljan. Now I'm going to show you a little bit how I bought my Axies in the market. So this is the Axie marketplace. This is where you can buy Axies. There's no other way to get them in the game except for breeding. So to get your initial Axie team, you actually need to be either given them, which doesn't really happen unless you win one or something from a contest, or you buy them. Now, you can see the USD price tags next to all of these. This weird symbol right here is Ethereum. And it really all depends on what you want, but these Axies scale to ridiculous amounts of money. If we were to change some of the filters right here, we could find specific traits that we want in our Axies. What I did is I bought these three. You can see I bought them for 0.16 ETH, 0.1414 ETH, and 0.1549 ETH, which is right underneath $1,000 with the current value of ETH. If we were to take a look at my specific Axies, for instance, I named them all accordingly, just some cool names that I thought of, but these are all the skills that my Axies had that you saw me using in game. And there's a bunch of traits paired with a stat pool, and these are pretty much pure stats. There's also a breed count, and that's mainly what you're paying for, is the purity of the breed and the ability to produce more Axies with it. A lot of people going into the first time they put a team together to save money will buy them with a higher breed count. Now, it costs more money, or small love potions, which is how you breed the Axies. It costs more of those to breed as you go. So the first time you breed an Axie, if they have 0 of 7 breeds, it costs 100 SLP or small love potions per Axie, and a little bit more of another currency called AXS, but it's relatively inexpensive. The next time you breed those same Axies, they cost 200, then 400, then 800, then 1600, then 3200. So it gets much, much, much more expensive to put the Axies together. So if we were to take a look at this plant Axie that I have and try to buy it again on the market, I had Sirius, Shroom's Grace, Beach, and Carrot. Let's try to put those together in a pure form Axie, and I'll show you how much it costs. So I used the filters here to narrow down the parts that my Axie had, as well as the breed count that it has, which is 2 of 7. And the cheapest Axie on the market is running at 430 bucks, or 0.209. If I take a look at what I paid for mine, I paid 0.16. So actually at 0.1549. So I had to search quite a bit to get the build that I wanted for a reasonable cost. If I were to raise that down to 0, if I would want it pure with no breeds, it would actually cost me 0.265. And you can see that the scaling for some of these go really, really high. This actually is on sale for $2,162. Now, again, you might say $1,000 is still so much money to get into a game. I understand that. It's sort of an investment, which none of this is financial advice. This is just how I do things. But if I had the chance to breed an Axie like this and sell it on the market, wouldn't it be worth being able to spend $1,000 if I could get $2,162 back? That's the whole premise of this. So it's not just that. You get love potions, which you can also trade for USD if you want. Now, you only saw me do one battle in an NPC where I got one small love potion, but you actually get a lot more than that. So I've done quite a few battles since my first battle that I recorded to show you guys, and I wanted to show you a little bit how the SLP works. So going into quest here, you can see that there's a daily amount that you can get. Complete all daily quests. I have 2 out of 3 complete, and they would give me 50 small love potions to claim. To get this reward, you need to complete 10 adventure mode levels. You need to do a daily check-in and also win 5 arena matches. Now, I've won 4 out of 5 arena matches. I've lost quite a few as well. And I got completed the 10 adventure mode levels, which gets me very, very close to here. So what I need to do is fight one more PvP battle and win in order to collect that daily reward. And you can see I already have a little bit of the SLP. If I look, I already have 42 potions that I've earned. So the 42 plus the 50, I've already gained 92 potions for the day if I get this daily quest. So let's go ahead and go into arena, and I'll try to fight this team. I lose almost just as much as I win. Now, I'm going to a plant and 2 aquas, which are kind of difficult for me. I've had some trouble with them. There's a few things that you need to consider, but you almost have to predict what's going on. I go first, so I get first stab if I want to try to do something, but I don't really have a whole lot of cards for my bird that's going to go first. I could try to go for a critical right here, but I like to have 4 energy to do this. So I could maybe say that he's going to do something and let me try to save energy, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end turn and see if we both end up passing. Now, if we both end up passing, that means that I'll just gain energy and so will he, but I wouldn't have wasted any energy to prevent him from doing something. We'll see how this plays out. And we both passed. So he was kind of hoping that I would do something because some of these cards allow you to get energy steal from them. Okay, so I know you can't see the bird card that I have, but I haven't drawn any bird cards. I did, however, draw some more beast cards and some more plant cards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm pretty sure that he's gonna attack this time. I'm gonna try to gain some energy from him by using my steal energy if opponent if comboed with another card, and gain 1 energy if actually shield breaks can only trigger once per round. So actually I'm gonna do that the opposite way here. I'm gonna do Carrot Hammer and Vegetable Bite, and I think I'm going to pass from there. Maybe, yeah. I'm just gonna pass from there. So the time goes by quick. He's gonna go all out here. He's probably gonna kill my tank. Maybe not. I should have healed, but I didn't know he was going to do that much damage to me. Although I did gain some energy from doing the setup like I did, and now my bird has a few cards, and I go first with 7 energy to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can to his tank and get that out the way. I'm pretty sure that I can do a massive crit right here because of the combos that I have. I'm going to do single combat, critical strike when comboed with at least 2 other cards. I'm going to do the ivory stab and the 2 nut throws. And then I'm going to do headshot. Actually, let's do dark swoop, heart attack, and headshot for maximum damage. And let's see how this goes. So I get to go in the back line with the bird and try to do as much damage as I can and kind of skip over some of the stuff. My plant died, but that's okay. I have the ability to do a lot of damage here with my beast, and I got rid of one of his Axies. So I still have 2 Axies. He still has 2 Axies. I'm gonna go first, but he's gonna get 2 turns before my beast. Thankfully, I don't really have any beast cards to use, so I can try to kill. I do have the ability to kill one of his Axies right here. I think I'm just gonna use everything because 2 of my cards use 0, and I just don't want to take the chance. They can put up quite a bit of shields here. Actually, 1 ivory stab. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the chance here. He's probably gonna kill my beast Axie here. Okay, so I only used 1 energy anyway, so I was able to kill him, and we'll see how this turns out. Now, he just used a lot of energy. My bird goes first, and I have the ability to do a ton of damage here. Dark Swoop doesn't do a whole bunch of damage, and it doesn't really help me, but I have excess energy, so I'm going to use it. He's using a shield. He's going to try to get as much damage as he can reduced, and I'm going to try to do a little bit. There we go. He's going to do quite a bit of damage to me here. Am I gonna go first next round? I sure will. Okay, good. It's kind of the same thing this time. He's gonna use a lot of shield as well, but not as much. He didn't have the right cards to use, so I'm gonna be able to do quite a bit of damage here, and I think I just got the kill. Perfect, that's the victory. I was hoping it would go like that for the recording. I could have well lost that battle. They usually come down pretty close, but all in all, I'm at 1192 ELO, and I just got 17 for the rating. So I've been losing or winning about 17 to 20. I guess you could say ELO, rating points. I'm not really sure what they call. And I won 7 small love potions. So with that, I actually completed my daily quest. I could go to claim here, and I got the 50 small love potions. I still have 2 energy to burn, which I end up getting 5 energy every 5 hours, I think is how it goes to. You can see the countdown right here. I still have 2 energy left to play with for the day. The way that an energy works is you can earn as much XP as you want in the adventure mode without energy, but you can't earn small love potions anymore when you run out of energy. So you have a certain amount that you can actually grind per day. But if I go to quest here, if I go to inventory here, you'll see that I have the 99 love potions for the day. So right at 100 love potions a day is what I can get based on my current level of experience and my current ELO, which gives you some more rewards as you get higher ranked. So as I said, the small love potions are around 14 cents a piece. I earned about 99 today so far, so I could say that I earned about $14. Does this take a little while to get up to $1,000? Yes, but you forget I can end up breeding and all sorts of stuff. Honestly, gaining the SLP potions right now is an easy way to use them for breeding. You need 2 Axies of the same kind. Well, you should. If you want to get any worth out of it, you need 2 Axies. So I would need another plant Axie before I can breed them again, and it'll cost me some SLP. But you can see there's a lot of potential. Being able to earn $14 a day right here is one of the reasons that a lot of people are doing scholarship programs and stuff like that. I haven't currently decided whether or not I'm ever going to get into that, whether I'm going to offer scholarships. It's an interesting format. It's basically when you buy an Axie team and allow someone to play that account for you for revenue splits. A lot of people can't afford the initial upfront cost for getting an Axie team, so scholarship programs are something that you can do to help people and earn a little bit of money as well. So those are all some interesting concepts. I really just wanted to introduce the game to you. I might be doing some battles later on, maybe some team composition videos, and maybe some other kind of videos like showing off breeding and stuff like that when I get around to it. Let me know what you think, you guys. If y'all hoping to find more Axie content on this channel, I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zuljan signing off. We'll see you next time.